Good. So Spring Boot and microservices. Before going to start this session, let me introduce about the trainer for online people. Guys, my name is Ashok. I'm having total 10 plus years of experience as a Java full stack developer. Currently, I'm working in a company as a technical lead, right? So I'm working for one of the prod-based company from Hyderabad location. So I have total 10 years experience into Java. Apart from this, I'm having 8 plus years experience in training. So I'm taking these Java classes from last 8 years, right? I worked with several institutes in Amirpet as a trainer. In 2020, finally we started Ashok IT. Good, fine. This is very quick introduction about your trainer. Fine. Coming to the Spring Boot microservices, what are the prerequisites? So in order to attend this course, what you should know? Sir, can everyone attend this Spring Boot microservices? No. In order to attend Spring Boot microservices, first of all, you should have completed core Java training. You should be very good in the core Java. So coming to core Java, especially you should know OOPS concepts, then collections are important, then exception handling is required, then multi-threading concepts are required, file operations, we can call them as IO streams knowledge is required, and Java 8 features concepts are required. So these concepts are very, very important from the core Java if you want to attend this Spring Boot and microservices. Good. So core Java is the prerequisite. Next one, coming to advanced Java. In the advanced Java, you should have knowledge on JDBC. What is JDBC? How we can develop the projects by using JDBC, and some concepts related to servlets. How to develop a web application, how to deploy that web application by using server, that part we should know. Then after this, we should have idea on MVC architecture. What is MVC? Why we need to go for MVC architecture? If you have knowledge on the JSP, that is good, but it is optional. Because in the Spring Boot, I'm not going to use JSP. JSP is outdated in the market. If you know JSP, no problem. Even if you don't know JSP also, it's not a problem. But you should know JDBC, how to communicate with the database, and how to develop a web application, how to develop application by using MVC architecture. That is the prerequisite. Apart from this, if you should have some knowledge on database as well. Okay, any database. So it can be a Oracle or MySQL. If you know just SQL, that is sufficient. How to perform CRUD operations with the database, how to write SQL queries to perform operations in the database. So in order to attend boot and microservices, these are prerequisites, right? You should know core Java. In the core Java, especially, these topics are important. After this, coming to advanced Java, JDBC servlets and MVC architecture is important. If you don't know JSP, no problem. That's not required for us. We are not going to use JSP in the future, right? Next one is database knowledge is required. So you should know what is a database, how to create the tables, how to perform operations with the table by using SQL queries, right? So these are the prerequisites to attend Spring Boot and microservices. And the next one, who should attend this Spring Boot and microservices training? Sir, some people have some question in their mind. I'm a fresher. Is it required to learn this Spring Boot and microservices? I'm having 3 plus years of experience. Do I need to learn Spring Boot and microservices? I have some career gap. I completed my BTech 2 years back. I have some career gap. I want to get the job as a Java developer. Do I need to learn this Spring Boot and microservices? So here, let's understand. Who should learn this Spring Boot and microservices? For undergraduates, it's not required. For undergraduates, what is the meaning of undergraduates? What is the meaning of undergraduates? The people who are still doing their graduation. If you are doing your BTech second year, third year, or fourth year, then for you, this Spring Boot microservices is not required, because the people who are undergraduates, when you attend the interview in the second year or third year, especially in the campus placements, the people who are going for the campus placements, for those people, this boot and microservices is not required, because in the campus interview, they are not going to ask any questions from boot and microservices. Suppose your BTech already completed, your graduation already completed, maybe 2023 or 2022 or 2021, either 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, or this year you completed. If you are out of your college, if you came out from your college, if you want to get the job as a fresher or as an experienced person, then definitely you have to learn Spring Boot and microservices. Now, freshers should learn this Spring Boot microservices and career gap candidates. So whoever is having some career gap 2 years or 3 years, and working professionals also can learn this Spring Boot and microservices. The reason is, in the industry nowadays, people are developing each and every Java project by using Spring Boot and microservices only. Without Spring Boot and microservices, there is no project in the real time. So if you go for any company, Java project development will happen with the Spring Boot and microservices. If there is no Spring Boot, there is no Java project. That is the saying in the industry now. So 10 years back, when I started my career as a Java developer, we have some frameworks like Struts, Hibernate to develop the projects. But from 2007, 2008, 2009, at the time onwards, Spring started becoming more famous in the market. From 2015 onwards, everybody moved to Spring Boot to develop the project. From last 8 years, Spring Boot is ruling in the industry. There is no competitor for the Spring Boot in the market to develop the project, because those many advantages are available with the Spring Boot. So because of the advantages with the Spring Boot, each and every project people are developing by using boot and microservices. Any old projects also migrating to Spring Boot and microservices only, which is very important technology that every Java developer should have in their resume. Even if you go to the interview as a fresher, 2023, you are graduated, BTech or MCA or MBA, whatever it is. If you attend any interview as a fresher, I'm not saying about campus placements. In the campus placement, they are not going to ask this. But if you attend the interview as a fresher, then definitely they are going to check, do you have Spring Boot in your resume or not? Why? Because when you join as a fresher, you need to develop some projects. You need to develop some task in the project. That project is developing based on the Spring Boot. If you don't know Spring Boot, then what is the benefit for that company from you? What benefit company will get from you? Company should pay the salary for you to develop the project. Project development will happen on the Spring Boot. If you don't know Spring Boot, if you don't know Spring Boot, do you think that company will take you as an employee by paying 30,000, 40,000 salary per month, and company will give 3 months training for the Spring Boot? You learn the Spring Boot, then you develop the project. There are lakhs of people in the market who already know Spring Boot and microservices. Then why company will take a person who don't know Spring Boot, and why company will give the training for that person on the Spring Boot? Simple example. So I'm a candidate and you are also a candidate. We both are going for the interview as a fresher. You don't know Spring Boot, I know Spring Boot. Who will get more priority? The person who knows the Spring Boot, because that is what happening in the industry. Industry is developing the projects based on the Spring Boot. In the Amirpet, some faculties are telling that for freshers, Spring Boot is not required. For fresher, only core Java, advanced Java is required. With core Java and advanced Java, can you develop an entire project? Is companies are using that process to develop the project now? No. In the industry, I am working from last 8 years. From last 8 years, we are also using Spring Boot to develop the projects. Okay, guys. So that much demand is there. So remove that concept from your brain. I'm a fresher. I completed my BTech this year only. I no need to learn the Spring Boot. Spring Boot is for the experienced people. Some people are thinking like that. Spring Boot not only for experience, even freshers also should learn the Spring Boot. If you don't have knowledge on the Spring Boot, getting the interview calls is very difficult. Even if you attend the interview, definitely they will ask a question on the Spring Boot. So if you are good in the Spring Boot, then only you can attend the interview, then only you can get the job, then only you can survive in the job. So your project will be using Spring Boot. Then you have to develop your requirements. You have to develop your tasks using Spring Boot only. So either fresher or experienced person or any person who is having gap, every Java developer, if you want to get the job as a Java developer, if you want to change the job from one company to another company, then definitely you need to learn the Spring Boot and microservices. Let us see in the online. Guys, how many people are already working as a Java developer? Can you send me a message in the chat box? What is your experience in Java? Now we will see how many working people are attending this Spring Boot microservices. Then you will understand what is the importance of the Spring Boot and microservices. Now, see here, Ganesh is having 1 year experience, Chaitanya is a fresher, Venkatesh having 8 years experience in the Java, Vaishnavi 2.5 years, 6 years experience, 4 years experience, right? 2 years, 4+ years, fresher 3 years, 10 months experience, 8 years experience, 4 years, 6 years. Even already they are doing the job. They are having 4 years experience, 6 years experience, 8 years experience. Why they are attending Spring Boot? Now you understand why they are attending Spring Boot. Already they are doing the job. Already they are doing the job. They are getting salary as a Java developer. Why they are attending the classes again for the Spring Boot? That is the demand in the market. If you want to develop any project, definitely you need to know the Spring Boot and microservices. So now in the online, around 190+ people are available. I think so 150 to 160 people are experienced people here. 30 to 40 people will be freshers who want to learn the Spring Boot and microservices. That is the demand for this course in the market. So now you can see the people who are working, they are in the support job, they want to switch to the development. If you want to do the development, Spring Boot is mandatory. So you don't need to believe my words. You can see that the people who are joining from different locations for the Spring Boot training, they're already working. They're already working. Now they want to upgrade their skill set with the Spring Boot and microservices to switch from one company to another company or to switch from one project to another project. Now, as a fresher also, you need to learn the Spring Boot. Companies are not interested to give the training on the Spring Boot for you. Company will select the people who knows the Spring Boot and microservices because that is the very demanded skill in the market. In the Java community, currently there is no competitor for the Spring Boot. Every Java developer who want to become Java developer, who is a Java developer, should know Spring Boot and microservices. There is no other option. If you don't know Spring Boot microservices, then definitely it will become very difficult to get the job in the industry. So now tell me, who should attend, who should learn Spring Boot and microservices? Who should learn Spring Boot and microservices? Either you are a fresher, you are having some career gap, or you are already working in the company as a Java developer. All these people can attend this Spring Boot and microservices training. So prerequisites. Core Java is prerequisite. So you should know these concepts from Core Java. Advanced Java, especially JDBC, servlets, MVC architecture knowledge is required. Then database SQL knowledge is required. Now, sir, if we attend this is Spring Boot and microservices training in Ashok IT, what is our course content? What we are going to learn as part of this Spring Boot and microservices training. So this course I have divided into multiple modules, guys. The Spring Boot microservices course I have divided into multiple modules. In the first module, we are going to understand Spring basics. In the first module, we are going to understand Spring basics. First of all, what is this? First Spring Boot did not came into market. First Spring framework came into market. After Spring, Spring Boot came into market. So Spring Boot is developed based on this Spring framework only. What is this Spring framework? What is the Spring architecture? what are the modules available in the Spring framework, we are going to understand. Spring Basics plus Spring Core we are going to learn. Spring Core module we are going to learn as module 1. Then coming to module 2, here we are going to learn Spring JDBC plus Spring AOP. In the module 2, we are going to learn Spring JDBC plus Spring AOP. So with this, you will get the idea of what is a Spring framework, how this Spring framework came into picture, right? What are the benefits with the Spring framework, how to develop the projects by using Spring framework. So these are prerequisites to learn the Spring Boot. Without having knowledge on these concepts, understanding the Spring Boot is difficult. Directly, I am not going to start the Spring Boot. I'm going to spend 2 weeks of time for the Spring Basics. You need to understand Spring Basics, Spring Core module, Spring JDBC, and Spring AOP we are going to learn. Once these concepts are completed, then we are going to start with Spring Boot. So in the module 3, we are going to start Spring Boot. So what are the prerequisites to learn the Spring Boot? Spring framework is required, but I'm going to cover that Spring basic concepts here. If you understand the basics of the Spring, then easily you can learn the Spring Boot. Without having knowledge on the Spring, understanding the Spring Boot is difficult. So that's why first we will learn the Spring basics, then we will go for Spring Boot. Once the Spring Boot got completed, then we are going to learn Spring-data-jpa. So already we know JDBC to develop persistence layer, but in the industry, we don't use JDBC directly to develop the logic. In the industry, we are going to use frameworks. So that we are going to use Spring JDBC to communicate with the database. The advanced for the Spring JDBC is Spring-data-jpa. Currently in the market, people are using Spring-data-jpa to develop persistence layer. So in the real-time projects, people will be using data-jpa to develop the persistence layer. We are going to learn that. After this, we are going to learn Spring Web MVC, how to develop web applications by using Spring Boot, right? We already know what is MVC. We learned MVC with servlets and JSP, but in the industry, we don't use the servlets and JSP to develop the project. So in the industry, we are going to use Spring Web MVC to develop the projects, right? So here we are going to learn again what is MVC architecture, how to develop a application by using Spring Boot with Web MVC module. So this is our module 5. After developing this Spring Web MVC application, in this Web MVC, I'm going to use TimeLeaf as a presentation layer, which is alternate for the JSP. We know what is JSP. JSP is used to develop presentation layer, but JSP is outdated. As an alternate for the JSP, we are going to use TimeLeaf to develop the presentation layer. I will explain what is that TimeLeaf, how to develop UI by using TimeLeaf. So here, Spring Boot we are going to learn. Then we are going to learn data-jpa. What is the purpose of data-jpa? To develop persistence layer. Already we know JDBC, but JDBC is also outdated. What is alternate for that now? Spring-data-jpa. In the industry, people are going to develop the projects by using data-jpa. Now, if you want to develop a web application by using Spring Boot, then we are going to use Spring Web MVC module with TimeLeaf as a presentation layer. JSP is outdated. You can use TimeLeaf for the presentation. Now, once this module 5 is completed, then 50% of our Spring Boot will be completed. The remaining 50% in the module 6, we are going to learn REST API. In the module 6, we are going to learn REST API. Sir, what is this REST API? Currently, every project is developing based on REST API only, right? So here we are going to learn how to develop distributed applications. How to develop distributed application. One application should communicate with the another application. If one application is communicating with the another application, that is called as distributed application. So currently in the market, every application is acting as a distributed application. If you book a train ticket from Make My Trip, internally it will communicate with the IRCTC. If you do the Google Pay or Phone Pay or Paytm, internally they will communicate with your banking application. From the Google Pay, you are paying the money, but actually where is the money? Money is in your account. You are using SBI Bank. SBI Bank account is there for you. You have amount in the SBI. So you are transferring the amount by using Google Pay. Google Pay application is communicating with your bank application, that is called distributed application. In order to develop such kind of distributed applications, we are going to learn REST APIs. How to develop REST APIs by using Spring Boot. In the entire course, this is very, 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 very important, because in the industry, our application backend will be developed as a REST API, front end will be developed by using Angular or React. So Spring Boot and microservices, this technology, this course is used to develop backend of the application. Front end will be developed by using Angular or React. That is called full stack application. So you need to give very, very, very importance for this REST API development. What we can do by using this REST API? By using this REST API, we can develop distributed application. Can you tell me what is a distributed application? What is the meaning of distributed application? If one application is communicating with the another application, then that is called as a distributed application. Can you give an example for a distributed application? Come on, Google Pay, Phone Pay, IRCTC, Make My Trip, passport application. When you try to book the passport, when you apply for the passport, internally it will communicate with the Aadhaar card application to verify your Aadhaar number is valid or not. Those all are distributed applications. What about Gmail? Gmail, it is a web application. Gmail is a web application with the MVC architecture. So in the Gmail, you can see inbox, outbox, sent items, you can send the mail. Gmail application having some UI. So like Gmail application, you can develop a web application with a time leaf as a presentation. So Gmail is a pure web application. To develop a pure web application, we can go for WebMVC. If you want to develop a distributed application, then you need to go for REST API. Now, those REST APIs we are going to develop by using microservices. So microservices is not a technology, guys. Microservices is a design pattern. Microservice is a design pattern. Earlier, people used to develop everything in the single application. If you take one example as Make My Trip application. If I take Make My Trip application, there are so many functionalities are available. So if you see, flights booking is available, hotels booking available, trains booking, buses, cabs, travel insurance. There are so many functionalities are available. Earlier, people used to develop everything as one single application. Earlier, people used to develop every functionality in one project. Flights booking functionality, trains booking, cabs booking, hotels booking, bus ticket booking, everything will be developed as one project. That is outdated concept. That concept is called monolithic architecture. If you develop everything, hello, last one. What are you doing, man? Concentrate. Now, so if you develop all the functionalities in the single application, that application is called as a monolithic application. Monolithic architecture is outdated. It is outdated. 5 years back, 10 years back, people used to develop one project with all the functionalities. But today in the market, people are following microservices architecture to develop the project. Sir, what is the meaning of that microservices architecture? Microservices architecture nothing but every functionality will be developed as a separate project. Now, I want to implement flights booking. Earlier, what people used to do? Earlier, people used to develop one big application. In that big application, flights booking will be available. Okay. Similarly, trains booking will be available and cabs booking will be available. hotels booking will be available. Hotels booking will be available, and some insurance related concept is also available. All these functionalities are developed in one single application. If you develop all these functionalities in one single application, that application is called as monolith application. What is the meaning of a monolithic application? If you develop all the functionalities in one project, that is called monolithic application. But this monolithic application is outdated in the industry. Currently, industry not using monolithic application. Why? Because there are so many disadvantages are available with the monolithic architecture. So suppose if there is a problem in the flights booking functionality, then entire application will be down. If I make any code changes to hotels booking code, then I need to redeploy the entire project. So some people will use flights booking. I will try for flight booking. Someone will try for hotel booking. Someone will try for trains booking. All user requests will go to single application. Single server should process the request. That will increase burden on the server. So there are so many problems available with the monolithic architecture. What are the problems available? The first problem is maintenance. What is the meaning of a maintenance issue? If I want to make any code change, then what should we do? If we make any code change, then we need to redeploy entire application. That is one problem. And the another problem, that is single point of failure. The another problem, single point of failure. What is the meaning of single point of failure? If there is a small problem in the code, the entire project will be crashed. So if there is a small problem in the application, the entire application will be down when you go for monolithic application. And burden on the server, it is going to increase burden on the server. Why it will increase burden on the server? All functionalities in one project. That project is deployed in one server. One server should handle all the requests. If I keep 10 kg weight on your head, you can travel, you can walk. If I keep 20 kgs, you can travel. If I keep 100 kgs, can you walk? Same concept with the server also. If 100 people access, server will respond. If 1,000 people access, server will respond. If 1 crore people access our application, burden will increase on the server, because every functionality is available in the single application. If all the functionalities are there in the single application, all user requests will go to single server, burden will increase on the server. When burden increased on the server, server will crash, our application will be down. Are you guys getting my point? So like this, earlier, 10 years back, 8 to 10 years back, people used to develop the project by using monolithic architecture. But currently, what is the trend in the market? Microservices. Microservices means you don't develop everything in one project. You don't develop everything in one project. What people will do is, I want to implement flights booking. Now, they will develop flights API. They will develop flights API. This is one backend application. This is one project. This project will contain the code which is only for flights booking. That's it. Flights API will be available. Flights API is a REST API which will contain the logic only to book the flight tickets. That's it. Now, I want to book the hotels. For hotels booking, we are going to develop another project. Another API will be available. This API will contain only the logic for hotels booking. Now I want to implement train ticket booking. For that, we are going to develop one more API that is called Trains API. All these are called as backend APIs. All these are called as backend APIs. So earlier what happened? All the functionalities available in the single application. Now we are dividing our functionalities into multiple APIs. So this is a backend API. Backend API nothing but only business logic will be available. User interface will not be available. For all these APIs, we are going to develop user interface. One UI application will be developed separately. Okay, user interface. We can say this is our UI app. This UI app will be running in the separate server. When user access flights booking, the request will go to flights API. When user access the hotels, it will go to hotels API. When user access the trains, it will go to trains API. So earlier, everything is developed in one project. If you develop everything in one project, that is called as monolithic architecture. When you go for monolithic architecture, there are so many drawbacks are available. To overcome those drawbacks, we are going for microservices architecture. Microservice, nothing but small service. Small services we are going to develop in our application. Make my trip, it is one project for end user. For end user, make my trip is one project. But in the background, in the make my trip, there are so many microservices are available like this. Hotels booking is available in one project. Trains booking available in one project. Flights booking available in one project. Those all are called as our backend APIs. Those all are called as backend APIs. These backend APIs we are going to develop by using Spring Boot with microservices architecture. For these backend APIs, front end will be available in the separate application. Front end application is separate, backend APIs are separate. Now we are going to integrate front end application and backend application, that is called full stack architecture. When it comes to the full stack, Spring Boot is used to develop the backend with microservices architecture. What is the meaning of microservices? Instead of developing everything in one project, we are going to divide our functionalities into small services. If I develop my project like this, what is the advantage? What is the benefit I'm going to get if I develop my application like this? Maintenance is easy. Tomorrow, there is a problem in the train ticket booking. Then only this functionality will be affected. Still, people can use flights booking and hotels booking. Tomorrow, I want to make some code changes for trains booking. I will change the code only this project. I will redeploy only this project. Do I need to touch flights API? Do I need to touch a hotels API? Not required. So there are so many benefits, and all the requests are going to single server, or requests will go to multiple servers now. Earlier, everything is in one project, everything is running in one server. Every user request will go to single server, burden will increase on the server. Now, when it comes to the microservices, every functionality is in the separate project. That project will run in the separate server. I am trying to book the flight, you are trying to book the hotel, they are trying to book the train. Our 3 requests will go to 3 different servers. Then burden will be reduced on the server. So there are so many advantages available when you go with microservices architecture. Now, what is our course name? What is our course name? Spring Boot and microservices. Spring Boot is a technology, or it is a framework to develop Java application. That Java application we are going to develop with a microservices architecture. Microservice nothing but independent service we are going to develop. So instead of combining all functionalities in one project, we will divide our functionalities into multiple services like this. Those are called as backend services. So by learning this course, after attending this course, in the next 3 months of time, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn backend development. In the next 3 months of time, we are going to develop backend of a project. How to develop the backend, how to develop APIs, how to develop APIs with Spring Boot, how to develop APIs with microservices architecture. That part we are going to learn. Spring Boot and microservices. Are you guys clear? Good. Now, so we are going to learn this REST API with the microservices architecture. With this microservices architecture, as part of this microservices, we are going to use Spring Cloud. Okay, to develop microservice-based application, we need Spring Cloud concepts like what is Eureka server, what is API gateway, what is PN client, what is config server. Like that, there are so many cloud concepts available in order to work with microservices architecture. That is Spring Cloud concepts also we are going to learn. Then after that, the most another important part in the course, that is Spring security. how to secure our application. For every application, security is very, very, very important. How can we control that security? When it comes to the Spring security, we are going to talk about authentication and authorization. Okay, how to implement authentication in the project, how to implement authorization in the project. That means which user should access my application. That is called authentication. Authentication means validating user credentials, login functionality. Okay, that login functionality we are going to implement by using Spring security. Once a user logged in, then which user can access which functionality. So manager will have some functionalities, user will have some functionalities, admin will have some functionalities. Which user can access which functionality will be decided by using authorization. Authentication will be available and authorization also will be available. Authentication means it will decide which user can log in into the application. Authorization means which user can access which functionality in the project. So that we are going to learn by using Spring security. After this one, we are going to learn Spring batch concept. Okay, Spring batch concept is available. Sir, what is batch? Batch is nothing but bulk operation. I want to send email for 1 lakh customers at a time. I want to send email for 1 lakh customers at a time. Now, if you see net banking, you are using net banking, SBI. Every month, SBI bank should send your bank account statement to your mail ID. Are you getting account statement every month? Your transaction report? Now, how many users will use SBI? How many customers will be there for SBI? Crores. So it is nationwide bank, right? India-wide SBI is there. Crores of people having account in the SBI. For all the users, SBI should send the statement to their mail ID every month. Every month, 5th or 6th, you are going to get the bank statement. So assume that there are 10 crore people are available in the SBI bank. For 10 crore people, they need to generate the PDF statement. They need to send that PDF statement to the mail ID. That is called bulk operation. In order to implement such a kind of bulk operation, we are going to use a concept called Spring batch. We are using concept called Spring batch. Okay, these are the 10 modules that we are going to learn from the Spring Boot and microservices. Apart from these things, there will be another module for the Spring Boot microservices. We are going to learn some tools in order to work with this Spring Boot. In this Spring Boot, we are going to learn some tools, how to work with Apache Kafka. In the real-time projects, we are using Apache Kafka. How to work with Redis cache, how to work with Redis cache, how to implement logging in the project, how to implement unit testing in the project. Okay, how to execute our application by using Docker. So these things we are going to learn as part of the tools. These tools are very, very, very important if you want to work with the Spring Boot. Nowadays in the microservices applications, people are using Kafka. Kafka is a message broker. If you want to send the message from one application to another application, then we are going to use Apache Kafka. And Redis cache, I don't want to communicate with the database for every time. I want to save my application execution time. I want to improve performance of my application. For that, we are going to use Redis cache. In my application, I want to implement logging, unit testing by using JUnit, containerization by using Docker. These are the tools also we are going to learn as part of this Spring Boot and microservices. Good. So this is the agenda for Spring Boot and microservices. Course content. First module, Spring Basics, we are going to learn with the Spring Core. Then second one, Spring JDBC with the Spring AOP, we are going to learn. These are the fundamental concepts to learn the Spring Boot. We are going to learn those concepts first. Then we will start with the Spring Boot. So Spring Boot, then Spring-data-jpa, then WebMVC, then REST API, then microservices, Spring Cloud, Spring Security, Spring Batch, then some tools we are going to learn as part of this training. Are you clear? Online students? This is high level course content. Detailed course content document I will share in the WhatsApp group. So I have shared a WhatsApp group link in the chat box. You guys can join in that WhatsApp group so that you will get the detailed course content document. So in another 5 minutes, I will share the detailed course content document in our WhatsApp group so that you can access that. Here I have given high level. Sir, what you are going to cover in the microservices, what you are going to cover in the data-jpa, what you are going to cover in the Spring Boot. So the detailed document I have prepared, the detailed document I'm going to share in the WhatsApp group. Now, so offline students, you can also join in the WhatsApp group. If you go to our website, training schedules, here Spring Boot is available. If you click on register now, it will open the WhatsApp group Ashok IT Spring Boot. So you can join from your mobile. Open Ashok IT website. In that website, if you go to training schedule, you can see online training. In the online training, you can see Spring Boot microservices. There is a register now option. When you click on the register now, it will open a WhatsApp chat. Just join in that. So I will share the today's class video and class notes also. Online students, all of you able to join? Online students, all of you able to join? Confirm in the chat box. If you don't join, then you will miss updates from the class, guys. Notes, video, you will miss. Okay. So now, once we learn all these things, we are going to develop one mini project, guys. After learning all these concepts in the Spring Boot and microservices and tools, we are going to develop one mini project here. Okay. So not major project, we are going to develop one mini project with all the concepts that what we learned in the course. For major project, we have a separate training, Java real-time project training available for the major project development. That Java real-time project will start in 2 weeks of time. Java real-time project will start in 2 weeks for major project. In the Spring Boot, whatever the syllabus I have given, we are going to learn these things. Apart from this, we are going to develop one mini project as part of this training. Once all the syllabus is completed, whatever is there, whatever the modules are available here, once all these modules are completed, then we are going to develop one mini project with all these topics. Okay, cool. Are you clear with the course content? Detailed document I will share. A PDF document I prepared for the course content. I will share that document in the WhatsApp group. Please join in that group to get that update. Perfect. Right. Now, completed. I will wait for another 1 minute. Make it fast. Completed. Good. Now, apart from this, so we understood what is this course and who is your trainer and what are the prerequisites to attend these classes and who should learn this Spring Boot and microservices. And we discussed about course content also, what we are going to learn as part of this training. Next one, course details. Course details. So here guys, as I told you, this is our Spring Boot and microservices training. I'm giving the course name as 36 SBMS. This is our 36th batch for Spring Boot and microservices. In the Ashok IT, this is 36th batch for Spring Boot and microservices. So course name I'm calling as Spring Boot with microservices. Spring Boot with microservices. The course code we are calling it as 36 SBMS. Okay, and class timings. So daily class will be there from 8 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. 8 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. the class will be available IST. Okay, and class mode, this class will be available as offline and online. So the people who are not in Hyderabad, they can attend in the online. If you want to come, you can come for the offline. Class will be available as both offline and online. And the next one, course duration. This course is going to take 3.5 months, guys. Approximately 4 months of time it is going to take, plus or minus 1 week. Plus or minus 1 week will be there because the content is very huge. The content is very huge. So that's why this training is going to take 4 months of time. Once these concepts are completed, you can keep 3+ years of experience in the Spring Boot. Once you learn all these 11 modules in this training, Spring Boot with microservices, you are not a fresher. Once you completed this training, you will not be called as a fresher because whatever I have learned in the last 8 years in the Spring Boot, everything we are going to discuss in the course. So you will be getting that much knowledge. You will be getting that much knowledge in the 4 months of time. Once this 4 months training is completed, you are equal to 3+ years experienced Spring Boot developer. What 3 years experienced person will do in the company, same thing you can do in the class also. Right? So you are going to get that much content. You are going to get that much content. Good. Coming to this course name, it is Spring Boot with microservices. Course code, that is 36 SBMS. 36 is the batch number, guys. So I'm calling it as 36 SBMS. Class timings, daily 8 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. IST. Class will be available. Okay. Then class mode, offline and online. Course duration will be there for 4 months. Now, notes. Soft copy material will be provided. Soft copy material will be provided. The reason why I am not giving the hard copy, every month new changes are happening in the Spring Boot. If I give one material, next month the content will change. So Spring Boot is giving so many versions. In every version, the configuration is changing. So that is the reason I did not prepare any hard copy material. Soft copy material will be available. That soft copy material, for every module, the material is there. For every module, material is available. I will give soft copy material in the PDF format for your practice purpose. Right? Hard copy material not prepared for the Spring Boot. The reason for not preparing, whatever the content I explained in the previous batch for the microservices, in this batch, it will not work out because Spring Boot version got changed. When I have taken my last batch, it was a Spring Boot 2.x version. But currently in the market, 3.x version is available. Spring Boot 2.x version will support 1.8 version of Java. 3.x version will not support Java 1.8. For 3.x version, Java 17 is mandatory. So very frequently, changes are happening in the Spring Boot. Very frequently, every month, new version coming into market from the Spring Boot. That's why I have not printed any material. So whenever the version changed, our configuration is going to change. So that's why I'm going to give a soft copy material for this Spring Boot and microservices. Coming to this course fees, the Spring Boot microservices course fees is 8,000 rupees, guys. It is 8,000 INR. In this 8,000, live classes will be available and soft copy material will be available. 8,000 is the fees. If anybody want to take the backup videos also, then you are going to pay 10,000 rupees. For 10,000 rupees, live classes plus material, soft copy material plus videos, 1 year access will be available. So if you want to go for only live classes, then 8,000 fees, live classes plus soft copy material will be provided. Anyone who want to take the backup videos for the 1 year, then for them 10,000 is the fees. 2,000 rupees extra for the backup videos, because I need to upload those backup videos into cloud platform. I have to pay the cloud bill for that. So that's why 2,000 rupees extra if you want to go with the backup videos. Every day after the class is completed, video will be uploaded within 24 hours of time. So if today class happen, so they will try to upload the video by today itself. Mostly by tomorrow, the video will be uploaded. Within 24 hours of time, the backup video will be uploaded for every session. Every session will be recorded in the Zoom, and that session will be uploaded for the backup video. The backup videos will be available for 1 year access. Are you guys clear? Good. So this is about the course. Spring Boot with microservices. Course code is 36 SBMS. Timing 8 AM to 9:15 AM IST daily. And the classes will be available Monday to Saturday. Classes will be available from Monday to Saturday. Saturday is also working. Regular class will be available. Sometimes Sunday also. If the course is delaying, if the content is we are not able to complete on time, then we will take some extra classes on the Sunday. Mostly I will plan tools on the Sunday. So whatever the tools are available, these tools will plan on the Sunday. If you see, last Sunday, I have conducted one workshop on the Docker. Now you see how it is trending in the YouTube. Almost within 4 days, it reached to 6,000 people. So my one of the Spring Boot batch completed morning 7 o'clock. For them, I am explaining the tools. As part of that, I have explained what is the Docker, why we need to go for Docker. Last Sunday only, we conduct this workshop. Almost 400 people came for the live class in the Zoom, and around 300 people watched that Docker in the YouTube live, right? So that much demand is there for these tools in the market. So this workshop I conducted last Sunday only. 4 weeks back, 4 days back I conducted. You see the reach in the YouTube. How much demand is there for that? So every Spring Boot developer should know that Docker also. Every Spring Boot developer should know Docker also. So that Docker also we are going to cover as part of the course. Got it? Any questions? So today is the first session for the Spring Boot microservices. No more demos. From tomorrow, directly I'm going to jump into module 1. Tomorrow I'm going to start with Spring Basics. I don't want to waste the time by taking the demos, by teaching same concept every day. So tomorrow, directly we are going to start with the Spring Basics. What is the Spring? Why Spring? What are the advantages with the Spring? What is the Spring architecture? What are the modules available in the Spring? We are going to learn from tomorrow. So the people who are attending these classes first time, you guys can attend 4 classes for free of cost. So you no need to pay the amount today itself. You can attend 4 to 5 classes. If you like our class, then only you can take the enrollment. For our full stack people, you no need to pay anything. It is part of our Java full stack. Anyone who want to attend only Spring Boot microservices, for them 8,000 is the fees for live classes with material. Anyone who want to go with the backup videos, for them 10,000 is the fees. Live classes, material, videos, 1 year access. Every day class video will be uploaded into our website within 24 hours of time. Sir, how to access the notes and how to access the material? Okay, how to access the material, how to access the notes. Once your enrollment is completed, you will get the access in our website. So if you go to our website, login option is available. You can sign in with Google. You can select your Gmail account and you can log in here. So once you log in into our website, whatever the course you enrolled, that course will display here. Let me show you. Suppose now, if you go for any course, that course will display. Once you enroll into the course, it will come to your dashboard. Here, notes and videos will be available. You will get the access from the admin once enrollment is completed. For the full stack people, they will give the access. You can see the notes and you can see the videos from our website. You can download the notes and you can save into your system. Videos you cannot download. Videos you can watch multiple times. Videos only for view. Notes you can download. So how to access the notes, how to access the videos, I will show you tomorrow in the website. Okay. Anyone who is attending for only Spring Boot, they can attend 4 classes for free of cost with the same Zoom link. Whatever the Zoom link you used, you can attend the classes for next 4 days with the same Zoom link. 4 classes free. Today is a demo. That is the first session. We got the clarity. What is this course? What are the prerequisites? What is the content? What is the timing? What is the duration? What we are going to learn, right? 4 classes you can attend for free. To understand whether this course is suitable for you or not, whether I'm explaining the course in the proper way or not, you can attend 4 classes for free and you can check that. So don't think that, sir, 4 demos are there, I will come after 5 days. These are not demos. These are regular classes only. You can attend for free of cost. From tomorrow, we are going to start with Spring. What is the Spring? Why Spring? What are the advantages with the Spring? You will learn from tomorrow. Are you clear? From offline, anybody having any questions? I'm done for today. I want to tell you the introduction about what is this Spring Boot microservices course, prerequisite, course content. Now, course content document, I'm going to share in the WhatsApp group now. Detailed course content document you can download. 1 minute. Anybody who is not part of that, please join in that. You can see the detailed course content document from our website. All of you joined in the group. I'm sharing the document now. I will wait for 2 minutes. Anyone who is not part of the group, please join. In that group, I'm going to share the course content document now. Please join. This is the group link for updates. Course completion certificate, definitely you will, if you want, I can give you that. Anybody who want course completion certificate, yes, you can get it from Ashok IT. Good. For online people, I will give the chance to unmute and you can ask your questions. Give me some time. From offline, anybody having any questions? No questions? All good? So we'll meet again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to learn what is Spring. Don't miss these Spring classes. These are very, very important to understand Spring Boot. Okay, good. From online, anybody having any question, you can raise your hand so that you can ask your questions. First one, Srinivas, what is your question? You can unmute and you can ask me.
Sir, for product-based company, this knowledge is enough, for extra knowledge we have to
Sir,
learn?
for product-based company, along with this knowledge, you need to learn data structures and algorithms.
That is enough for product-based company, sir.
Okay. Next one, Udesh, what is your doubt?
Yes, sir. When JRTP start?
Sir, JRTP will start from November 20.
20, yes, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Baswaraj, what is your question?
Yeah, hi,
Baswaraj, what is your question?
Yes, I am audible.
Yep.
Yeah, I have 2 questions, sir. Okay, I have 4 years of career gap. Whether this course is suitable for me to give a
yes, sir, definitely. Whatever the career gap you are having, that career gap you can cover as an experience. So along with this Spring Boot course, you need to attend one more class, that is Java real-time project. So once you do both courses, then you can cover your gap as experience and you can attend the interviews.
Yeah, I am thinking that only, but may I know that timing will be convenient for this course and that course is suitable for the timing or what, sir? May I know the timing, at what time you people are going to start that
Sorry,
course?
sir, can you come again? Your voice is not clear for me.
Yeah, I'm planning to attend the parallelly both Java real-time projects and this one. Is it suitable for that or what?
Yes, sir, suitable, sir.
So may I know the timing for that and may I know the
Java real-time project timing is not confirmed yet, sir. I will confirm that.
Okay, if it is the timing we mismatch, then
yeah, I will confirm in a week of time, sir. I will do that confirmation in 1 week.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And next one, Sanamika, what is your question?
Yes, so my question is like I'm not the part of the WhatsApp group. Like it's showing waiting for the admin approval.
I will do that, madam. I mean, that's a separate group. You need to join in the community. If you join in the community, you will get all
Yeah.
the updates.
I joined in community, but for Spring Boot, I sent the request, and it's
Sure.
showing.
Sure. I will add you in that.
Okay. Thank you.
Guys, I have sent the course content document in the WhatsApp group now. You can check it. Aditya, what is your question, Aditya?
Sir, I enrolled in Java full stack
Okay.
and core Java, advanced Java. I finished with
Okay.
Mahesh sir. So
Okay. Yeah,
so
full
this
stack people can attend, sir. You can send a mail to admin team. Admin team will add you for this course. You will get the portal access for the notes and videos. You can talk to admin team for that.
admin team in Asoka IT school.
Yeah.
At,
Yeah. You can send an email to the email ID with your information. They will give the access for you.
So when I log in my dashboard,
Yeah,
I
you
will
will
be able
get the
to see
you will get the access in 2 days of time. You just send the information to admin team. They will give the access directly.
You mean I actually sent today.
Yes,
That
you
is
can send.
Asoka
Yep.
IT school at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. You will get that.
The course code. Okay.
Yes, you will get that.
Okay. I did, sir. And one more thing, sir. If I want to do the real-time project enrollment,
Huh.
do I have to finish the everything course and then join
No,
the
sir.
real-time?
Parallelly, you can attend the Spring Boot and real-time project.
Okay. So
Parallelly, you can attend that. I will tell you when the project is going to start. What is the timing for that?
okay. And will you make a separate WhatsApp group for
Yes, sir. This
36
is for
SBMS?
demo session. Now we will have a separate WhatsApp group later for the discussion.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, sir.
Thank you. Priyanka, what is your question? Hello, Priyanka. What is your doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Yeah, as a part of this course, like, are we going to learn Mockito and PowerMock also,
Yes,
sir?
JUnit is there. Now, as part of the JUnit, you are going to learn how to perform unit testing with the mock objects as well.
Okay. And coming to microservices, like, are we going to like cover that circuit breaker, API
Yeah,
gateways, and all?
everything we are going to cover. I have given the course content document in the WhatsApp group. You can check that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Thank you, sir. Thank
this
you.
course is like a full meals for the Java developers. So you can keep 3 to 4 years experience once this course is completed.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Good. Yep. Yeah. Next one, Badra. What is your doubt? Hello, Badra. What is your doubt?
Yes, sir. I mean, so the enrollment process happen after the 4 classes or right
Yes,
away I
after
can
the 4
enroll?
classes you can do, sir. You no need to do it now. After 4 classes, you can do the enrollment. You can attend 4 classes with the same Zoom link.
Okay, so will you tell me the how to enroll
Yeah,
that?
so after 4 classes, I will tell you how to do the enrollment also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Rahul, what is your doubt?
Yeah, sir. So is this like course will be helpful for 8+ years experience, like
Yeah,
in core
definitely,
Java
sir.
and Oracle? So
Yes, you can. Definitely, this course will be helpful for you to get the job.
okay.
Yep.
Sir, Kubernetes is necessary or Docker is sufficient? Like,
Sir, as part of this, we are going to cover the Docker. Kubernetes, I will cover in the project batch. In the Java project, we are going to learn the Kubernetes. I will make one video also on the Kubernetes crash course. So Kubernetes is also having very demand in the market nowadays.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, good. Vaishnavi, what is your question?
Sir, the course includes AWS overview. So it will include the practical of AWS also, like some overview of practical.
AWS is not part of this course, madam. AWS, you need to attend separately for that.
But I have checked the course details, like you have shared now, right? So it includes deploying microservices to AWS.
Yeah, AWS deployment, I will explain how to deploy in the AWS cloud. The deployment part, I will tell you.
So practical also? Like,
yeah, practically we will see the deployment part.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good. Srinath, what is your question? Hello, Srinath. Srinath Mallegari, what is your doubt? Pawan B, what is your question? Hello, Pawan, what is your question? Aman Kumar, what is your question?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello sir. Good morning. So as
Very
a
good
part of
morning.
this course, I want to know, so after the finish this course, so then job assistant will be provided, sir?
Yes, sir. Interview questions we are going to provide, and whatever is required to prepare for the interview, that will be covered as part of the course.
Okay. And second big question is, sir, I have a 6 month of experience as a intern in a product-based company. It's not as like big companies, it's like just a small. So here I'm working as an intern. So that course will be sufficient for
Yeah,
me, sir.
yes, sir. It will be sufficient for you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else who is having questions, you can unmute and you can ask me, guys.
Sir.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, sir. So, is there any repositories which contains the source code and all once we enrollment
Yes,
the
sir.
course?
You will get everything. You will get everything.
And one more thing, like so for the real-time projects, is there any separate package or can
We
you
will
just
tell you
explain?
that, sir. So 4 classes are free now. I will think on the package part and I will let you know for complete package that you are going to get for this.
That real-time project, right?
Yes, sir. Spring Boot with
Fine.
microservice and real-time project package that we are going to tell you.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Hi, Ashok. Uttam this side.
Yeah, hi, sir.
My question is, will we cover Kafka in this code?
Yes, sir. Kafka will be covered. I already mentioned in the tools, right? Kafka we are going to learn.
Okay. So how much effort we will do for the microservices part?
Yes, sir. I have given the course content document, sir. Around 20 days we are going to work on the microservices.
Only two class?
20 days.
Okay, 20 days.
Yeah, not 2 classes.
Okay. Great.
Sir, Jyoti this side.
Yeah, hi, Jyoti.
Sir, like I've already enrolled for this Java full stack batch, and then that Angular framework also mentioned as part of that, and
The
it was
Angular
told
framework,
that
yes, madam. Angular framework will be covered as part of the JRTP.
JRT. So, like,
Ja-
sir, you
Ja-
are going to take care, or
Yes, I'm
like
going
some?
to take care. I'm going to take care. So
So
Java
it will
project,
inform to
Java
us.
project will be there. In the Java project, I'm going to explain the Angular part also.
Okay, so Angular and then AWS from starting like a basic to like
Yes.
a deployment, you will cover
Yes,
that,
that
right?
also part of the Java project batch.
Java project batch in the sense like it will be informed to us, or like
Yeah, it
how
will be
when
informed.
it going
It
to
will be
start?
informed to you. It will be informed to you. You already joined in the full stack group, right? In the full stack group, you
Yeah.
will get the update. And today you joined in the Spring Boot group. In this also, you will get the update. So it will be
Okay, sir.
starting from November 20. That I will confirm the date and time.
Okay, sir. And on the basis of that, it was mentioned like a major project we are going to cover. So at the
Correct.
end of this session, we will cover, or
Not
like
so
you were
the
mentioning real-time projects also.
Yeah, Jyoti. So there are 2 courses. One is Spring Boot microservices. Another one is Java real-time project. So in the Spring Boot microservices, whatever I have explained, those topics will be covered with one mini project. In the Java real-time project, 20 plus real-time tools, 3 mini projects, and one major project with AWS cloud we are going to learn.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Ashok sir, with this
Sir.
Spring-boot microservices, we are part of Java real-time project, or we
No,
have
sir,
to
that is a
pay
separate.
extra?
That is separate course, sir.
Separate course. Okay,
Yes.
for that we need to enroll separately and pay
Yes.
separately.
Correct.
That start from November 20.
Yes. True.
Okay, we will also
Hello.
get alerts for that.
Yes, you will get the alert. You are part of Spring Boot WhatsApp group, right? You will also
Yes.
get the alert for that.
Okay, that's also timing will be parallel or what, sir?
I will tell you that, sir. Timing is not yet finalized. I will update the timing for that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, Good morning, sir. This is Santosh.
Yeah, hi, Santosh.
Sir, actually, I work in 5 years of support experience. So I joined recently TCS. I am on bench. So is it okay, sir, to get into Spring Boot project?
Yes, sir.
In
Definitely.
TCS?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, actually, sir, I don't have any idea in servlet, sir. Sir, this course is
Yes,
beneficial
sir.
for me or not?
Yes, sir. You can do that. So we have another 1 month of time to start the WebMVC. In this 1 month, you can go through some crash course on the servlets. Basic
Okay,
idea, if you have on the servlet, that will be helpful to understand the Spring WebMVC.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sir. After completing JRTP, there are any problem to join MNC companies because I have 2 years of gap and
No
I am not
problem.
have
No
PF
problem.
account or background verification.
That I will tell you in the course, sir.
Okay.
I will tell you that in the course.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
As a working professional, if we join this, but is there any already pre-recorded all?
Yes, sir. You can talk to admin team, sir. They will tell you the process to take the previous batch videos.
So if we take that access and even we can simultaneously we go these live classes to listen
Then
to
why
this.
you need that videos? You can take this batch videos only, na? You will get the live classes and you will get daily video.
Oh, just I'm getting doubts, sir. Just
You will
to
get
clarify.
confused, sir. So I don't suggest that process. The reason is previous batch, this batch version will be different, concepts will be different, right? Some changes will be there. If you
Yes,
attend
sir.
both now, you will get confused.
Okay, yeah, understood, sir. Clear.
Yeah, better to join this one.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
This is Riaz, and it was a very nice session, sir. And thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
sir.
the detailed description.
Yeah.
And sir, my question to you is I have sent you a message on WhatsApp,
Okay.
and if I can if you can respond to it, it'll be great.
Your name Chaitanya?
My name is Riaz, sir.
Riaz. Okay.
Yes,
So can you send a message to me again, sir? I missed it, I think so.
Sure. I'll send you a message again.
Hey, hi, sir. Pratik here.
Yeah, hi, Pratik.
Sir, so basically, I have two-year experience in Android development in Kotlin language. So shall I directly switch to this Spring Boot, or first I learn core Java and then come here?
Yes, sir. It's better first learn the core Java and then come to the Spring Boot. Without having knowledge on core Java, you can't do this course.
Okay, so I guess I can do this side by side, learning core Java.
No, sir. I don't suggest that, because first you complete core Java, then you can learn this. Because side by side, you can't understand it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool, good.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
So you said that Java real-time project, that batch will be different. So will you teach microservice integration with Angular and deploying microservices to AWS in this batch, or will have to join that batch?
Sir, Angular will not be there in this batch, sir. Angular will be there in the Java real-time project batch. That is complete full stack development with major project, mini project, and tools and all that part.
Okay, so no, the course content you sent, it was mentioned in that, so that's why I just
Angular
confirmed.
deployment means one session will be there to understand the integration of the backend and the front end, not complete Angular.
Okay, whatever is there in the course content, like integration with that, so basics will be taught, no?
Yes, correct.
Okay, sir.
What is the duration of real-time project, sir?
That is also 4 months, sir.
Okay. So actually, I'm in bench currently. So
yeah, you can attend both parallelly.
No, actually, my question is that is there any parallel batch running from Spring Boot?
No, sir. Currently, no.
Currently, no.
Yeah.
So will I get any previous batch recording?
Yes, sir. You can talk to admin team regarding that. They will help you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. I am
Yeah,
Sadhna Shire. I
yeah,
am
hi.
from Java Full Stack 35 batch. Can I
Okay.
continue here for microservices and Spring Boot
Yes,
module?
madam. You can continue. Just inform the admin. They will give the access for you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good. Yeah, fine, guys. Thank you. With this, I'm done for today. We'll meet again tomorrow with the same Zoom link. You can join for the tomorrow session. Until then, bye-bye. Take care. Have a great day.
Thanks, sir. One thing, sir.
Yeah.
Not to this related query. So you just on Sunday, I think you have taken for Docker. So what is the next session for Docker?
I will update
I'm
that,
fine
sir.
with this one.
Sure, sir. I will update that.
Okay, thank
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Hello, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Bye.